This is the Hinsdale house.
What we're doing now is an experiment called the Gosfeld experiment.
I really don't want to do this.
What was done in this house by a priest? What is that?
I think I see a tiger. No, a wolf.
Window.
I obviously don't want to be left alone in here.
The house has come alive.
Something scratched me.
This is the stupidest thing I could have done.
As human beings, we often wonder if there's anything else after our death. Some people believe that once we pass away, that's it. We just become a distant memory. Others believe that after this life, we move on, changing into a different form, an indestructible form, and moving on into a different plane for eternity. I used to think that once we passed on, that's it, blinking into nothingness. That was before.
In northwestern New York sits a home regarded by many to be one of the most haunted locations in America. It is known as the Hinsdale House. There are several legends regarding the home, from the house sitting on an old ancient Native American burial ground, to stagecoach robbers who would rob and murder travelers passing through a nearby stopping point and bury their victims in the basement cellar. It is said that a demonic entity resides in the upstairs bedroom, known as Mary's Room. In the 1970s, the Dandy family moved into the farmhouse. A short time after, started experiencing strange and unexplained activity. From shadow figures lurking around the house to objects flying by themselves, the activity increased to the point that the Dandies turned to their faith for help. Their priest came and performed an exorcism on the home. This would only aggravate the spirits and end up forcing the family to move. Now, the Ghost Crusaders have arrived at the Hinsdale house to see if the spirits still dwell within the residence.
When I first got to the Hinsdale house, after setting up all the equipment and everything, I put electromagnetic pumps in several locations throughout the home. EM pumps generate electromagnetic fields. They can use this to generate more power so they can communicate with us. And then I decided to use the spirit board because spirit board is known to be like a portal or a gateway to the spirit world.
Okay, spin around with me. We are gonna we're gonna open communications with any beings, spirits, or entities in this house. You can come communicate with us through this spirit board. We're allowing you to use our energy to communicate with us through this board at this time. Once we shut the board, you can no longer use our energy to communicate with us. Okay. Is this house haunted? Yes. How many spirits are in this house? There's 7 spirits in this house. Can one of you spell out your name? G. GB. Are you pulling this?
No. I'm barely touching it.
GBH. S. GBHS. Are you a good spirit or a bad spirit? Are the spirits in this house good or bad? Oh no. What? It says yes, but I asked. Okay, so yes, you're a good spirit, or yes, you're a bad spirit. How about this? If you're a good spirit, if you're a bad spirit, answer yes or no. That's right. So you're bad. How many bad spirits are in this house? Was there exorcism performed in this house, and did that make you angry? Was there exorcism performed in this house, and did that make you angry? Looks like something's crawling down the stairs. Can you focus on the stairs? I think I see something like slithering down the stairs. Are you trying to communicate with us? Is that you?
I was a little taken aback when I heard the knocks on the wall, but I just did my best to compose myself and not feed it my fear and just kept calm about it. Oh my God, I did not want to be there.
Focus on the board. Was that you just now that we heard? No? What are the name of the people that used to live here in this house? What is that? F or E?
It's an F.
F. L. Florida. Florida.
Flo. And one of the names we got out of the spirit board was the name Flo. After doing research, after we left the home, I discovered that there was a female who owned the house at one point, and her name was Florence, and that she made us deal with the spirits of the home. And she said if they don't bother her, she won't try to get rid of them. And she supposedly lived in the house until she passed away.
Holy Did you see that? Holy Did you see that? Holy Did you see that? Did you used to live here? No. How many people died on this property? I keep seeing somebody on the stairs.
What's wrong?
4.
Can we close the session now?
Why?
So I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep and not touch it, and then whatever's gonna be released, attach itself.
We're closing this communication with you.
I never really was a full believer in spirit boards, so I really just kept an open mind to that too. I didn't really feel much that was going on. I kind of just, you know, I never really do every time I try it. If I feel something, it just kind of happens on its own, I've noticed. It kind of just weirdly uses your own energy, your own like body to kind of do things that it's pretty mind-blowing.
After hearing the knocks, I was a little bit nervous and scared. I only heard 2 at the time. But I thought, you know what, we got some activity already, that means something's going on. I told my cameraman, let's go upstairs and try to see if we could communicate with this spirit. So I brought in the big speaker and the SP7 spirit box and went upstairs. So after using the spirit board and getting the knocks and the name, I decided to be best if I went upstairs with my cameraman to do a SP7 spirit box session. We're doing an SP7 spirit box session right now. This is a huge Bluetooth. All right, who's up here in this house? Can you tell me your name? What is your name? You want me to walk further into the closet?
your daddy? All right, here's a question. What was done to this house by a priest?
The glare from that camera's awful, by the way.
What was done in this house by a priest? What is that?
You gotta say it back. You can't hear it.
Can you come closer? Can you speak clearer? You can come to me and use this device and you can hear yourself. Can you tell me? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Whose birthday is it? Whose birthday is it? Whose birthday is it? Can you tell me what our names are? How many fingers am I holding up? Whose room is this? Mary. I would say Mary. What's my name? What's my name? Listen to this. How many fingers am I holding up right now? 6 or 7. That was close. How many fingers am I holding up now? How many fingers am I holding up now? So hot. It's not even hot outside. It's hot in this house. Upstairs is boiling. Fire. Fire. It's a fire, right? Fire or hot? Father, what did the priest do in this house? bed's shaking. The bed's shaking. I feel the bed shaking. The bed's shaking. Dude. Dude. Are you shaking the bed? Are you shaking the bed? Somebody's going right next to you. We don't want to talk, then we're going to leave. You can either tell us, were you jumping on the bed just now? Is there a man here or a female here in this room? I hear a man and a woman. Can you tell me what my name is before we leave? Or what his name is? You hear that? Like a squealing, like. Alright, we're gonna leave. Okay? Dude, when I was sitting here and this was on the bed, right?
Yeah.
The bed underneath me is like if it was a water bed or if somebody was sitting next to me and that's why I said the bed's shaking, but it wasn't shaking. Look, like right now, yeah, right now it's fine. Nothing's happening. But when I was sitting here earlier, it felt like that. Like, but not that much force, but I could feel it underneath me and next to me, like right next to me. Like if somebody was sitting right next to me, going like this. I don't know if he caught anything on camera down there next to me when that was happening, but I swear I felt like somebody was here, and I said the bed's shaking, because it was shaking. And I gotta listen to this because I couldn't really make out anything. Yeah. And I thought with this one, since it's a louder speaker, I'd be able to hear it better, but it's even worse.
Show me that one more time.
What? I thought with this Bluetooth speaker that's so big compared to a regular small one that we use, that we'd be able to hear better, but it was actually the same.
Later that night, we would do an experiment which we would truly regret. What we're doing now is an experiment called the Gosfeld experiment. Basically, because they say that in this basement there was these stagecoach robbers, and it's believed that they would kill the people that they'd rob and bury their bodies behind this wall. If you look over here, behind this wall, this is the basement, but through there, not there, through there over here on this end, you can see the basement keeps going further back. And there's a crawl space, and it's believed that they buried people there. So, because of that supposed rumor, we're going to see if it is true. So we're going to do this experiment, which is basically sensory deprivation. I'm going to put these cut ping pong balls over Dan's eyes, tape them onto him, and he's going to look up into this red light over here. But the difference in this experiment is, instead of him playing on his headphones white noise, we're going to be playing, he's going to have the real-time EVP recorder so he can hear anything if it's really around him or not. So that's the difference in this experiment.
I really don't want to do this.
No, why not?
Whatever.
You said you were going to do it.
I know. Let's just do it.
You're going to do it?
Come on, let's do it.
If we're upstairs, we're going to be upstairs, so if something happens, just scream. Even though, see, I'm going to go, because he's going to be a receiver. So whatever he senses or feels, he's got to say it out loud. So he'll be saying it out loud. I'm going to make sure this one's on too while we're doing that. So whatever he senses, he's going to be saying out loud. And we're going to be upstairs. I'm going to be asking the spirits through a device called the Q3 Mark II device. I'm going to be asking questions about any spirits being down here, talking to him, and seeing what they respond to me, or what they communicate to me, if he actually senses it down here. So this is how the experiment is going to work. The Q3 Mark II device functions as a 3-in-1 ITC device. It's an obelisk device, a spirit box, and a ghost radar. But it also uses entity attraction resonators, which amplifies the sound waves at 432 Hertz, which is said to be the natural frequency of the universe. Alright. Alright, we got this one recording in night vision. And we got this camera too.
Alright, Dan, good luck, bro.
We'll time you. You gotta be down.
Can't see, but I'm smiling.
Alright.
Yikes.
You can turn the light if you want. Oh, you got it. Okay. Let's go. Let's do this test.
So it's just you and me.
Alright, this is the test. Following up. Let me see if the light's on over here. No, turn the light.
Is that on?
Yeah, this light.
I didn't realize it was on.
The night. The light, okay.
Yeah.
Is the night vision on?
Yeah.
Okay, watch your hand because you're covering the light. Alright, we're gonna go to Mary's and do this. It's so hot up here. You don't understand, like, I can't see anything right now.
I'm fucking scared.
Is anyone down here with me? I want you to show me your face.
Now I'm going to ask some questions. It says pleased. What are you pleased? Can you tell me who's game? Can you tell me who's downstairs with Dan right now? If there's anyone down there with him?
Burn with fire, that he came. Fascinated, a famous moment. Don't you dare say that you.
Don't you dare say what? Morning.
Now my arms are becoming numb. Tingly. I just saw a flash of a girl's face. She's cute. She's a cute girl. Brunette.
Are the brothers that murdered the stagecoach, the people in the stagecoaches, are they still in this house? And if they are, did you guys bury the bodies in the basement? They're saying words in Latin, and I can't make out what it's trying to say in English. I don't know. Hebrew. He is a Jew. You heard that?
Yeah.
It said he is a Jew. Dan is a Jew. Hear that? There's something downstairs with him that's evil. That sounded like Dan, didn't it? Didn't it? That just sound like Dan?
Bit.
That just sounded like Dan. That just sounded like Dan.
It's got really dark.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro. I'm getting scared for real.
It just got really dark. Like really dark out of nowhere. At the same time you said that.
Can I put the light for a minute? Or?
Yeah, if you want.
Nah.
Now, as Dave and I are both freaking out about how the voice that came out of the Q3 Mark II device sounds like Dan's voice, you can clearly see from the DVR's camera's perspective a light anomaly manifest in front of us and exit out of frame. And this is the exact moment when Dave and I both noticed that the room got much darker.
Oh my god, bro. I'm getting scared. Now I got it.
Face. I said face.
I just saw this flash of some face that I couldn't really make out. It was in the shadow. I'm seeing some really angry eyes. I think I see a tiger. I don't. No, a wolf. It's very muddled. I don't know why, but I'm seeing a wolf right now. And it's angry. It's barking. It's not a good wolf. Not a friendly wolf.
Window. That sounds like a dog. Marie. Marie. Let them near them.
Rebecca.
Is that Dan?
The mountains flow down.
Stop.
What?
I'm turning this off.
I feel like I just heard chanting, but I'm not sure. There's something not good here now. There's something really not good here now. no idea what they're doing upstairs, but it's giving me really bad feels. And I feel like I feel a presence in front of me.
So, all of that.
I thought I heard it.
Of killing, like, the.
It sounded like Dan. Are you gonna hurt Dan? Area. Darkness. It is so dark over there.
What's that light over there?
What?
No.
Oh, God, I'm so I'm like, what?
Father.
Oh, man.
Father power. What? Are you mad that the priest tried to perform an exorcism here? And is he screaming?
I can't hear anything.
I think I just heard him screaming.
No, hold on, wait.
Is that you? No. Well, there goes that.
Probably hear us.
There it was.
Did he hear us?
Now I see an owl. Okay, I shouldn't have. I saw a really bright light before. Right before I opened my eye. And it was coldness. I thought it felt like someone was shining a light at me.
I can't explain. I can explain what happened next, but I don't think you'll believe me. So you just have to see for yourself. Turn the light on. Oh. Alright. You okay? Alright, you can record. You feel anything?
Yep.
What? Oh, the light, his eyeball fell off. When did it fall off?
A few minutes ago. Doesn't really matter, I kept my eyes closed for the most part.
So what happened?
I didn't feel anything good, whatever you were doing. Something just felt really wrong.
I heard you.
What do you mean you heard me?
We heard you on the device upstairs talking. So like there was something that responded, and I don't remember what it said, but it sounded just like you.
Yeah.
And
We
I
heard
said,
your voice.
We heard your voice, and I said,
We
I said
did.
that sounds like Dan. And then it started saying things, and it said my name, Jonathan, at one time, and it says evil, but it kept saying Joan in the attic, and it never said your name, but you spoke. It was your voice.
Take that one.
Whatever you were doing, that I didn't feel anything before whatever it was that you were doing. Whatever energy, it changed. It made me anxious. It made me not feel good. Originally, I saw a girl's face. She was actually really cute, brunette, maybe blue eyes.
It said girl.
And had a dimple in her eye, in her face.
It
She had
said girl.
something behind you.
At one point it said girl.
I said
And it
girl.
said, no, it said girl upstairs. You said girl too?
Yeah, I see.
Because it said girl.
I see a girl.
We were saying girls'
outside.
names too a lot.
Yeah, I was saying girls'
Rebecca,
names.
Joan.
How many names?
About
Three.
Sarah, Rebecca, and Joan.
I saw two girls' faces, and one was happy and cute. The other one was kind of warning and scared and kind of just...
Right. Joan was in the attic.
It's
And then
Joan
Rebecca.
attic. Rebecca.
There was
It says
another
Sarah
name. There was one more name. Erica, was it?
Rebecca, Sarah. I heard Sarah.
We gotta look back, but there was another name besides
I saw
Rebecca. Stands
animals,
out because I
too.
know someone named Rebecca.
I saw animals too. I saw a wolf and I saw an owl. And I saw a wolf was very angry and aggressive.
Oh shoot.
And the owl was just watching.
Alright, let's get out of
Say
here.
something.
And there was right behind where John's standing. I felt like there was something.
I don't really like this right now for some reason.
I don't know what you were doing, but my energy changed, and I felt for a while like they were everywhere. My right arm went numb.
I didn't do anything really. At one point, everything got dark upstairs.
One I think had red hair, but that was the one that, and she was scared and she was crying and she was trying to warn. And I
said crying. It said crying. The device said
My
crying.
thing just died.
It's still in here.
Shut up! Don't say this.
I don't know what the fuck you were doing up there.
Nothing.
It wasn't anything good.
Nothing.
You weren't chanting?
No. Are you crazy?
You weren't chanting? You weren't going, ah?
No.
Are you serious right now?
I'm 100% Dave.
Come up, you fucking freaking me out, bro. No cameras on, come on.
You weren't going, ah?
No.
Come on.
Can you see?
I can see. Go, get me out of here.
Alright, I'm gonna tell you something what freaked me out the most out of all what I heard. They said he's a Jew.
Oh yeah, that's right. It said he's a Jew.
Yeah. They said first it said something about Christ. We heard Christ, then it said a Jew.
Yeah, he's a Jew.
And we both of us were like, I was like a little girl.
We heard your
I couldn't
voice.
even breathe.
We heard your voice. It's clear.
I
as day.
felt like I was having my out of body. Like I said, I was doing the training that girl was doing. I had these two meditation things about your psychic power and your ability, whatever, and I was trying to do everything, and like you said to talk into the camera, I was talking into the camera, everything I was feeling and doing. And
I seriously.
there was a point where all the energy was replaced. Like there was good before, and then all of a sudden I heard chanting, and then I heard.
I heard it all too.
What kind of camera work is this?
This is just.
I don't even want to be saying it anymore, but I heard some evil. I felt evil. Things changed drastically.
You scared the out of me, bro. What?
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 I think I saw a wolf.
Get the.
So after the Gansfeld experiment, I just walked outside. I really needed the smoke, after everything that was happening, and I just really couldn't get the wolf out of my head. And I walk outside, Dave decides to come with me, and there's an automatic light on the corner of that house, and I wasn't paying attention. All of a sudden that light comes on, and I hear a snarl, like a weird, scared snarl, and I look, and I kid you not, it was a wolf. It was a wolf. It just ran right up the hill, and I just started freaking out. I started going back inside. I said it was a wolf. Dave is like, no way, and I literally went back out there because I just had to make sure, and I take the flashlight and I'm literally shining it. There's a space between trees in the back of the house, and I'm shining it, and the wolf just steps right into the light, and it just matched the vision that I had in my head, because once it stepped into the light, its eyes were glowing from the reflection of the flashlight.
I'm going out there.
Look out the window, dude.
Here. It's the only flashlight I got, bro. Where's the keys to the car?
He has them. Bro, don't go.
Bro.
Did you roll on all this?
I just never stopped.
Whatever it is, it's gone. No. Dude, come here. Right now. Come here.
God damn.
Eyes. I just saw eyes, and it was a wolf. It was a wolf's eyes, man. Dude. Hold on. It just looked right at me.
Yeah, we should.
Dude, there it is. There it is.
No, you're crazy, bro.
I just want to. Dude, I'm not.
Come on, Dan. Get inside. Yeah,
What are you doing?
Get in here.
You out of your mind, bro.
There's a wolf out there, and
Get inside.
we don't see it. You see it?
Yeah, it was, and it just literally, when I was flashing the lights, I saw the glow. It looked at me.
All right, great. We're staying.
It was what I saw when I was downstairs. Those eyes would have just looked like that. That's what's freaking me out right now.
Where are you going?
I don't know. Back downstairs. Why? Dude, that was crazy. I should have cameras outside. I want him to look at the cameras outside, because if that was indeed a wolf, then I am a psychic, and I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't think Dan's a psychic. I think Dan's a sensitive. I've gone to locations where he sensed things before, and it's come out to be accurate. Now, I don't think he saw what he says he saw. I think he believes he saw a wolf, but we did not see a wolf when we went back there. And it's interesting because he saw a wolf downstairs in the cellar. We got on the Q32 device the howlings of a wolf. Dan goes outside, he thinks he sees a wolf, and I think that's just what it wanted him to see so it can separate us. So whatever could happen next, and the proof is with what happened next.
Well, the thing is, you're the only one that saw it. So maybe...
No, but you didn't hear it?
No. Did you? I was in here.
No.
I reacted, like, it snarled. It snarled. I'm going to smoke a cigarette.
No!
Yeah, hold on. It might have been a coyote. I don't know.
We had to charge the other camera, right?
Yeah.
I just thought I saw somebody in that room. Walk by. I don't think we should be going outside smoking a cigarette right now.
I was like one of the bro. Scaring the
I saw somebody. I think somebody in the back of the house. Not. I swear to God, because what I'm seeing is like the window, like somebody walking by the window.
Dude, something happened while I was down there, and I feel like you guys were doing it.
We didn't do anything.
Yo, come on, yo.
We gotta lock this door.
Can you just come here so you can see the eyes with me, just in case I see it again? And I'm not crazy.
What are you doing right now?
I want to go in the car. I'm not just gonna stand outside a cigarette in the public.
All right, so tell me that, bro. You like lock the door.
Sorry, lock the door. Lock the door.
I think it was a message wolves were watching, because an owl shows that it was like just watching.
It said car too. The thing said car several times. Car. Window, cars, window.
Dude, I don't see the eyes anymore.
I don't have my phone, bro.
What'd you do with it?
It's upstairs.
I'm not going up there.
We really need the cop's flashlight.
No, I gotta go upstairs. This is not working out here. Come on, Dan. Let's go inside, please. Oh, you guys are smoking now.
Yo,
There it was.
I don't want to go alone.
why would you leave your phone up there? I can't even imagine. This camera's terrible.
I can't believe you didn't hear that. I'm telling you, there was a...
Did you hear that? What was that noise?
What?
I thought I heard something.
From the woods?
Maybe it was just me.
It was right there. It looked back at me, right there. And I saw the glow of the eyes.
This... Say that again. What'd you say?
It looked right at me. I saw the glow of the eyes when I put the flashlight.
Yo, bro, you had me petrified. I ran in that house.
Dude, I'm good because you know what? I think I startled it too.
Now this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me on any investigation. I left my phone upstairs. Dan and Dave both wouldn't follow me into the house to go get my phone. I grabbed the camera that Dave said died. Unfortunately, he turned off the microphone to conserve the battery. Once I got into that room and I grabbed my phone, I just tried to get out as fast as I possibly can. But it felt like something was blocking me from leaving. I remember standing there and I started shaking. My shoulders hunched down and I felt a presence behind me and it was hovering over me and it felt like electricity or like static electricity on my back and just felt like tingling all behind me. And after a few moments I just screamed, "Get off my back!" And I ran down the stairs. When I ran down the stairs, Dave was in the kitchen. I just tried to explain exactly what happened. I just couldn't believe what just happened to me. I just said, I felt like something was behind me, and I explained everything to him, and then I started feeling this burning sensation on my back. And then I said, "Can you check my back?" And I went to the bathroom. As I looked at my shirt, he saw that I had scratches. Something scratched me. Also, I had this other stuff on my back that wasn't there prior, and 2 days after the investigation, it just all went away. So I don't know what any of that is. But from video, you can see that I clearly was scratched. I never had anything like this happen to me before. I don't know, it really scared me at the moment. I just couldn't believe that this really happened. You could see in my face, I'm visibly shocked and just petrified, and I don't even want to be in this house anymore. It wouldn't be until after leaving the Hinsdale house and reviewing all the evidence that I would have found out something that would really scare me. After leaving the Hinsdale house, I was reviewing the evidence and I was looking at the data log on the Q3 Mark II device, and a name showed up. In the Lesser Key of Solomon, Marcosis is described as a Grand Marquise, appearing as a wolf with the wings of an owl, the tail of a serpent, and he breathes fire.
Whose birthday is it?
Is he the demon that we heard howling on multiple devices? Sometimes you have to go back and look at the evidence.
I think I see a tiger. No, a wolf.
Then after we did the experiment, when I was downstairs with Dan, he said,
It's a girl.
Something behind you.
I can't say that it's Marcosis. Can't definitively say that, obviously. I wish I would have looked at the Ovilus device before I left the home, because then I wouldn't have done the next thing I did. Me, in all my infinite wisdom, on the last night of investigating the Hinsdale house, decided it'd be best if I locked myself in the house alone. And I also brought in 3 haunted objects, 2 Dybbuk boxes, and a haunted doll, hoping that it would stir up some more activity in the home.
Smooth.
Alright, I have the locks. Here goes nothing. Lockdown for 3 hours?
Yeah.
Let's make it 6.
You gotta come back in 3 hours, because you're not gonna leave me here.
Okay, I hope we don't fall asleep.
And if I call you, you better come over here. This is not.
That's what she said. Now, I want you to call on FaceTime if anything, okay? FaceTime audio.
Yeah.
If you don't have service, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right, buddy.
Good luck. All right? Bless you.
You'll be okay.
Godspeed. God bless.
We're out of here.
Seriously. If I call, come back.
Okay.
Turn around, bring in Carly.
So we gotta lock this though. We gotta lock him in with the cage. Oof. Lockdown. There he goes. Later, buddy. Now, wait, is this the first time you're behind bars, or is it what?
Yeah. What's this thing?
What?
Is this here?
Yes, that was there. So it's kind of cute. You know? Last looks.
This is terrible. Oh, shit. Okay. Alright, stop. That's not funny. Alright.
Good luck, man.
Good luck. You gonna shut that? Leave it open? Not shut it. Bugs.
Seriously.
All right.
Come back at the right time. Thank you.
Let's make sure he locks it. Oh, okay.
Let's go. All right.
Insanity.
There we go. All right, I'm coming up. Any spirits here? Do you want me to take Lori, the doll, out of here? It's so hot. Holy sh! I just heard a bang out the window, and I think it was somebody's outside the house. Has to be. That scared the out of me. Can you do that again? If it is somebody in this room? Thing is, it sounded like it was the window, or it sounded like it was right here after I put her. Holy shit, she fell. Sorry about the quality of this footage, but unfortunately when we left the Hinsdale house, the DVR's hard drive crashed and failed. I couldn't get any of the stuff out of it. Luckily before I left I captured this on my phone. Now I can't say this is paranormal or not. It could be gravity, but it kind of looks to me like if somebody hit it and then knocked it down again. And this was after I asked, do you want me to take the doll out of the house? The house has come alive. Yes. I saw somebody moving. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna do a live session right now, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna record now. Do you want me to take Lori out of the house? The doll I brought? I'll take her out. I meant no disrespect. I was just trying to get more reactions and more evidence of your existence. I want to see if any of the spirits here, the 4 that died in this house, if you could Manifest. Show yourself on camera so people can know you're real. Okay.
Do you want me to take Larry out of the house? The doll I brought? I'll take her out. I meant no disrespect. I was just trying to get more reactions and more evidence of your existence. I want to see if any of the spirits here, the four that died in this house, if you could manifest, show yourself on camera so people can know you're real.
Here's a question. Is this property a portal? You can sit back in your chair if you want.
Here's a question. Is this property a portal? You can sit back in your chair if you want.
Holy shit. I got chills there. What did he just say? I can't hear him. I can't make that out, was it?
But after all that, I decided to shut down everything and go into my 3 a.m. mode. Trigger object number 3. Trigger object number 3. I dress up as the priest. I thought, well, I don't know why I did this. I thought, well, maybe I'll get more activity if supposedly Father Al, the family's priest, came and performed an exorcism on the home, which I don't believe he did, because you cannot perform an exorcism on a location. An exorcism can only be performed on an individual on hollow ground. So I think maybe he did a blessing and the family interpreted it as he was doing an exorcism. I don't know. But they say that an exorcism was performed at the house and that afterwards the activity spiked. So I thought, well, why not dress like the priest and see if I can get any more activity from the house.
So, this is the stupidest thing I could have done right now. It's 3 a.m. Oh, yeah, the audio's on. I'm just making sure. So it's 3 a.m. and I decided to dress like a priest. I know I look crazy. I feel crazy. This house makes you not be able to think properly. Like I haven't been able to think. I took all the equipment out. But there's a light flashing.
I don't know what's haunting that home. It was different than the Sally house, that's for sure. I don't want to say if it was darker, because I felt something really dark in the Sally house, but it was at times more like confusing. Like, it's like I couldn't tell if there was something good or something bad. I don't know. If anything, it could be that demon that I saw after looking it up and just discovering what that meant. And just, it's baffling that that name came up and you looked it up and you heard the howling. I mean, that's not a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences anymore.
I do think that that house is haunted, and I do think we gathered enough evidence to prove that it was. The owner of the Hinsdale house has told me that activity has started to increase ever since he started restoring the home. If you want to know more about the Hinsdale house or you want to go visit it, please go to www.hauntedhinsdale.com.